Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things and being an empath. I always feel. I never not feel. Sometimes. I don't know if that's true. When I meditate state, I don't know if I actually feel, but anyway, I feel pretty good about things. Today, I'm tired. I'm not sleeping. I'm Aries sun. I got Aries Chiron in my 10th house, so anytime's Aries, freaking anything's going on, freaking this Aries full moon, new moon, like I can't. It's all fiery, and people don't or feel this energy, and they aren't used to it. They don't know what to do with it, and then they freaking overshoot the mark, and then they freaking don't mind the dip, and then we get more of what we got. So, but Benny, you okay? Benny went and had his dental yesterday, and they took 2 teeth. They extracted 2, and they removed a sty from his eye, so he has a stitch in his eyelid, and freaking had to go out and do an errand this morning, and came home, and Tucker was licking it, and it's just like, this is my opportunity. I get to, my life goal is to not get frustrated or mad about anything. Then I get my opportunity to practice. Because I get home and freaking Tucker's licking on his eye, and right in front of Mom, and I was just like, before I left, I'm like, keep Tucker out of Benny's face. I can't even get, I choose not to get mad or frustrated that she doesn't retain information, and she just has it. But the thing that is frustrating, I think, the most to me is that she has, and she's always been so sneaky and stuff before, and she's lied to me a lot. That's why it's cool that we've got to heal our relationship, man, because she's freaking always lied to me, and just about stupid stuff, and people always say it's don't take things personally, don't take things personally, and I'm like, I think that's a lie. I think people need to take things personally. So people help people. If you see how the links that people go to help people. I mean, I've seen, there's a girl I know right now, her buddy, her pal, her friend, freaking took her to freaking Chicago for 4 days for her birthday. Happy birthday today. It's my half birthday, 45 and a half. Anyway, I've seen people go so far, they buy their kids houses, they do all this stuff, and it's like, some of us are born into an environment that it's like, that's not going to be your path. It's not going to be your path. And, but your path is going to be to help those who freaking have been on a path and that have brutally been knocked off of their path. Yeah, that's what people like me are for, is to help them get through hard times. Um, so, yeah, yesterday was rough on me because I didn't sleep the night before, I don't even think I dreamt. That's how much I didn't sleep the night before. And then when I called the vet to pick him up at 3, he was still in surgery, so that threw everything off, and so freaking yesterday was just energetically taxing, man. And I know it was for a lot of people, and it's the astrology. I just think it's so interesting how the astrology can, we have these potential energies, and for every situation you have a full spectrum of positive, negative outcomes, because we live in a multi-dimensional, multi-universe. So we all get all these different perspectives on outcomes of things, and if you're more geared and in line to, negative thinking, then people are looking at the negative outcomes, and, positive for positive, and and people are waking up. People are waking up, and they're seeing the negative in themselves, and they're like having to look at it. They're having to freaking deal with it, and some people aren't liking it, A cheat's a cheat's a cheat. Liar's liar's liar. We all got all that a little in us somewhere, and just try not to if you don't want to. If you don't want to lie today, try to go all day long without lying, It's all experiential stuff, Every day I try not to get mad about stuff, and I'm doing a pretty good job. Benny, what do you do? Better not eat this stuff off the ground, B&O. You're expensive dog, B&E. But, oh, the Joker opened this last weekend, and I see stuff on Facebook about how, people are getting triggered and all this stuff, and it's like, how sweet that your life has been so devoid of freaking nasty shit that a movie can scare you and you can cry offended, you know? I hadn't seen the movie, but freaking some people, their lives are so traumatic that you know, when people freaking call offense over a movie, it's like, maybe if you didn't lack so much humanity, that maybe you could actually imagine what people feel like. You know, there was this one meme or whatever, you know, about, you know, like someone going, I can't remember, was it The Simpsons or something? I don't know. It was like someone going and like saying hi to the quiet weird kid on Monday after seeing the Joker and being all nice to him. It's just like, you know what? Maybe you should just be nice to people anyway. You know, maybe you should just be nice to people. But people have gotten in, humans that I've come across have gotten in such a rut of just using people to get something, or, you know, whether that's a position in life or a position in life, you know, or it's, you know, or, you know, you want to, they look good, so you want to hang out with them to make you look good. It's all that stuff is just like, but what's at your core, you know? People don't want to hang out with freaking liars and cheats anymore. They want to hang out with honest people. People don't want to have to worry about who they're freaking running around with, you know? If they're gonna freaking harm them, or freaking, you know, they can be trusted. People don't want any of that. People are tired of freaking the insanity of what the top echelon of this freaking world has created. You know, the sickness and the freaking in the lack, that's all at the top epsilons. That's all the people that have all the money and don't want to freaking, you know, give it to, you know, because, you know, what do they call that, socialism, where there's enough for everybody? You know, some of these states aren't even that big and their budgets are millions and millions of billions of dollars, and it's like, how come all states aren't getting freaking checks back like Alaska? Because they can. Because the people that make up the rules would rather pay themselves and, you know, hire all their kids and their nephews to make sure that they all have jobs and pay them all themselves, and while everybody else gets to kind of fend for themselves, you know. And that's a pretty gross it's human experience. So, but people are waking up, man. They don't have a choice, dude. That lower vibrational stuff don't live don't live in 5D. You don't live in fifth dimensional. See, the highest vibration is love. It's the highest vibration of love. And that's the way I see it. People can choose whatever they want to vibrate the highest, you know. And some people haven't come from an environment of love, and we still know what it is anyway, because it is inherent in us. It should be inherent in all human beings, but some people got it twisted, you know. Some people got it freaking really, really twisted. But it's changing. It's funny because I was like, it's like, I like when my what I know is supported, and I saw my buddy Calvin and got left the top alone for the most part, but got and I'm not ready to, yeah, a little bit longer to hot weather. Then I'll let the sides go, but it's chilly. Anyway, we were talking about how, I was like, you know, there's, you know, you had a, ecologist? What is that for the... ecology? Is that study of like the ground and tsunamis and all that? Anyway, hi Flippy Flips. He had a kid come in, you know, who studies tsunamis and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, we get enough big enough earthquake, Salem, Oregon will see freaking ocean water out our front door. And Calvin proceeded with this story, because I've said that to people before and people think I'm crazy, you know, because they can't picture it. They can't picture it how it would happen. I can. Anyway, and so it made me not flood a lot, but we would see ocean water here, you know. Because there's already shells here. It's happened before. It's all been underwater before. It's just stuff changes around. Things just haven't happened in our lifetime yet, you know, and now it's happening. People are like, oh, all that stuff that people said wasn't true, and they're starting to look at more stuff that people said wasn't true, like, pay all your taxes, give us all your money so we can spend it on fake wars, you know, military conflicts. Boy, those dudes are all stoked now. They're getting all fired up over in the Middle East, you know. They're getting to use all their freaking multi-billion-dollar toys that they make to freaking kill things, you know. Where's the humanity in that? They're waking up too. I wonder what it'd be like if people are just like everybody just decided to put the guns down. Just like, nope, it's a freaking ultimate sin is to take somebody else's life, whether you mean to or not, you know, and that's karma to be paid. Freaking, that's the thing, is like people can live as light, just as light, go wherever you want, do whatever you want, you know. We've bound ourselves to this earthly freaking alien ant farm of a prison by just working harder, aren't they working? You know, and there's so much more to be had. There's so much more life to be lived, and it's just really, that's where the waste is, as far as I'm concerned. People wasting their lives on just stock options and bullshit, you know. My priorities are in line. I got love in my heart, you know. I'll just keep making these videos until other people start seeing things the way I do. And you know, there's a Superman. He's a Native American dancer. I'm a dancer, you know. That's how I recognize. That's how I like to pray, with dance, pray, you know, dance it out. I don't know if you ever watched Grey's Anatomy. They dance it out. Tegan and Sarah. I got to see them in Omaha once. Anyway, he's coming to Salem. I'm looking for him. You go to his website, there's no calendar of events. You go to his page, there's no information as to where he's going to be in Salem, Oregon, just that he is. So maybe as it gets closer, I wrote on his page, and he acknowledged that maybe I'll get to meet you, Heyoka. See, that's what I believe, is when I meet people, it's like connection, like prayer. It's like a spider web that I have created of good intention over this whole entire planet. Yeah, so when I get to meet people that I find likeness in me and them, and I respect, you know, I want to see how much is there, so I meet them. Sometimes there's not a lot. Sometimes what they represent isn't an accurate depiction as to who they are, you know. And sometimes I'm right about that too. Sometimes I'm wrong. It ain't nothing 100%. Benny boy! So, anyway, that would be really cool. He acknowledged that. He liked my comments, so maybe I'll ask where and when on his page. So, anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Benzo!